Initial projections are for a landslide election win for Prime Minister Hasina, but more than 40 opposition candidates say they won't accept the election result. Joining us now, our correspondent, Nimisha Jaiswal. She's standing by for us at the Election Media Center in the capital, Dhaka. Nimisha, there were fears ahead of time that this election would not be free and fair. Have those fears now become reality?
Well, it really depends on who you ask. The opposition, as well as the opposition leader we just heard, are of course alleging that these elections were not free and fair. We also have heard that there's several candidates who are pulling out, which essentially means rejecting the results of the election. However, right here, where the ruling Awami League held a press briefing, we asked the Awami League about to react to these allegations of vote rigging, and the Awami League, the ruling party, says that, well, it's very convenient to reject a result which is not good for you and accept one which is good for you. That being said, the Awami League has also said that the Election Commission will investigate any such allegations of malpractice and that they will look into any kind of vote rigging that comes up in front of them. So right now, no official comments yet, but as I said, depends on who you ask.
Meanwhile, reportedly at least 17 people have been killed in election violence. Many more were injured. What's behind all this unrest?
Well, Dhaka remained largely peaceful. There was a very heavy security deployment, and we also saw a lack of opposition polling agents all across the city. This could be a reason why there were no clashes. However, in other parts of the country where the opposition made its presence felt, their clashes did break out. This is where the violence erupted from. Most of this was attacks from opposition parties on the ruling party or attacks from the ruling party on the opposition party. It is also worth noting that such violence has marred the entire campaign trail. However, again, the ruling party says that this was the most peaceful election that has happened in this country so far. The opposition, of course, has very contradictory statements.
Briefly, if you can, a third consecutive term now for the Prime Minister. What will that mean for Bangladesh's future?
Well, a third consecutive term for Sheikh Hasina, which will be historic. This will be her fourth term as Prime Minister, another landmark. What it means for Bangladesh is that it could potentially see a continuance of this booming economic growth that it has seen in the last 10 years. That has spoken in great favor of Sheikh Hasina. However, the criticism of this government is that there has been a serious crackdown on press freedom as well as free speech, and also the fact that if these elections are found to be marred, this would also severely lower the credibility of this government. So questions will continue to be raised about that. Of course, Bangladesh, many young voters in Bangladesh who we spoke to, a quarter of the voters are first-time voters. They say they do not care about the party that comes to power. They want good education, good growth, good employment going forward.
Okay, Nimisha Jaiswal reporting from Dhaka. Thank you very much.